It is Friday at the Chili Bowl, which means this is our last prelim night before we get into Saturday's gigantic event. Really excited for it. Friday night always has some surprises locked into it, but we've got a really fun field. We're going to talk about that. We're going to recap last night. Christopher Bell going 8-1 to win his prelim night feature and punch his ticket to the A main on Saturday. So we got a lot to talk about. Welcome in. This is Sprint Car Central. If you're new around here, please leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Again, I want to apologize ahead of time for the quality of today's video and kind of the setting of today's video. Again, still waiting on my computer to come back. We should be good to go tomorrow to get everything done correctly and be able to get a proper preview out. That preview will probably come out a little late tomorrow, probably about 9 o'clock Eastern time, a.m., just simply because of time constraints of what I have the ability to do. Given that, again, for those of you that don't know, I work a full-time job, so this is kind of a little extra on the back end. So, with that said, let's go ahead and get it out of the way. Let's talk about last night's prelim night, which was, I think, arguably the best feature of the week so far, which is a really, really good sign. We're getting things figured out. Again, allowing this track to become technical, allowing this track to become something that forces the drivers to make different decisions and make difficult decisions sometimes. Do you leave the fast top lane, even though it's tricky, and go to the bottom? We saw Christopher Bell do it and made and went on to win the feature, going from 8-1, tying Blake Hahn for the deepest run so far in an A main on a prelim night. Could we see something better tonight? We'll see. Depends on how things shake out in the heat races and qualifiers. As for this, Christopher Bell ties Kyle Larson with 9 prelim night victories. Those two will currently hold the record in that category. CJ Leary finishes second. He'll go to the A main Saturday as well with Christopher Bell. But again, it was just the best track of the week. We've kind of had this conversation all week long. They started out on Monday overdoing it a little bit, becoming a one-lane track. Tuesday was a little better, but still needed work. Wednesday, Thursday have been great. I've seen different complaints. I've seen, it's still top heavy. It's still one lane. I would venture to say my biggest counterpoint has been I would prefer one lane on the top where you can still produce a slider, you can still make something happen. I would prefer that over a one lane around the bottom track. We've gotten some really solid stuff so far this week. I think they're going to continue to work. I think Saturday will be the best as it normally is. But last night was great, man. The track it forced guys to do some different things. You know, did you want to run right on the cushion? Did you want to jump above the cushion like we saw a lot of guys doing 1 and 2? Or do you want to do what Christopher Bell did and just say, you know what, I'm going to go to the bottom and run slider 1 and 2? It was a really fun night. Made guys make decisions, and at the end of the day, Christopher Bell, in his first attempt in a prelim night in his new car, gets the win. He's now 2 for 2 in races in that new Christopher Bell car. It's his team. Won the Race of Champions on Monday night, wins last night. We'll see if he can go 3 for 3 this week on Saturday. With that said, though, we look at tonight's roster, and it's pretty packed. 13 prior A-main starters, 10 rookies, but a lot of different guys who have some A-main or some prelim night A-main experience. And guys, I think we could see some interesting runs out of. Obviously, it's headlined by a guy like Logan Seavey. You have Steven Snyder Jr. in this one, Gavin Miller, Justin Grant. There's a lot of guys tonight that I think are going to be really interesting to watch. There's some other surprise names. I'm really watching Hayden Wise tonight. I think she's going to have a really good run. Hayden Reinbold was improved tremendously in 2025. Wouldn't it be interesting for 2026 to start with Hayden Reinbold pulling off an upset on Friday night prelim? Not saying that's what's going to happen, but it certainly is a question to be asked. Gio Scelzi's here, Darren Pittman, Michael Facento, who's going to be certainly a player tonight. Jason McDougal, Jesse Love's out tonight, Matt Westfall. There's some really fun names here that I think could really play a factor in this Friday night prelim. It's going to be fun to watch. I'm really excited for it. And again, if they can continue to let the track just do what it's going to do, tonight's going to be a good one. They've been really quick the last few nights too. Been fun to watch them get out of there pretty early and then still have time. Also, Wild West Shootout has been great. Now, this is not a Wild West Shootout preview, but it's been great. It's going to be on probably later than the Chili Bowl again tonight. If you're new or haven't watched late models like me, it's been a fun event. I've had some fun watching that too. But with that said, let's go ahead and make some picks for Friday night's prelim. And I'm going to go ahead and take the obvious. I'm going to go with Logan Seavey to win tonight in this Friday prelim. The Swindell Speed Lab cars have been great so far this week. Of course, we saw Emerson Axum on Wednesday night get the win. I think we're going to see a similar story here tonight. Give me, again, Logan Seavey to win. I got Steven Snyder Jr., Gavin Miller, Justin Grant, and Hayden Reinbold finishing top 5. And really whatever order you want to pick, but in the order I just said them is the order I kind of am predicting here. My dark horse to win is Hayden Reinbold. He comes into tonight as a salary of $19,700 on Dirt Draft. That comes in as 15th, much similar to my Sam Haverty pick last night. If you want kind of a long shot odd guy that you think could go and win it, Hayden Reinbold is certainly a guy that I think can come out here and have a really good showing and surprise some people. Again, it's not a loaded night in terms of different drivers and stuff like that, but we have a solid roster of guys. I think we could see a few surprises, a few surprise names, maybe make a run here in the heat races, gather some points, and put themselves in a good position in a qualifier. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know who you guys are taking tonight. And then remember, tomorrow we'll be back again previewing everything that's going to happen on Chili Bowl Saturday, where we go and get started bright and early. I think about 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, Central Time. They're going to be getting things underway and going through a long day of action. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. We will see you guys again tomorrow for the Chili Bowl Saturday preview.